I don't know who this word is for, but God was speaking to me this morning and he was showing me something. But here's the thing. This is something that I already know. This is something I already know because we've had this conversation so many times. And, you know, compared to like where I came from, like there was times where I would also feel like this, and God had to tell me to snap out of it. And he also had to remind me that I am not a product of where I came from. Because once I build my relationship through him, I'm going to unlearn certain things, and I'm going to relearn certain things, or I'm going to learn new things. And when I learn new things through him, one of the things that I'm going to understand and learn is my value, and never to lower my value ever again to make anybody feel comfortable or to make anybody's light feel brighter. I'm going to continue to shine my light. Everybody has their own light. Do not never lower or dim your light to make anybody else feel like they have to shine theirs brighter because they're uncomfortable with your light. If they want their light to shine as bright as yours, they have to do the same type of work that you did for you to be rewarded with that light in the first place, right? So God was showing me this stuff, and I've already known this, but I know someone has to hear this word because he showed me something this morning, and I know it's a prophetic dream because he gave me a dream within a dream. A dream within a dream. So in this dream, there was like there was a store, right? And you know, when you come from a certain place, and when you come from, you know, poverty, and you know, when you come from poverty, of course you're gonna have a scarcity mindset. That's something that you have to break free from, right? And a lot of us had to break free from that. And that's a part of a generational curse as well, is having a scarcity mindset, always thinking that you can't have more, or you don't deserve more, or always thinking that you don't deserve quality things, right? You can't tell yourself that you don't deserve quality things and then expect yourself to have a quality relationship, and to have a quality friendship, to have quality associates, or to have a quality business. If you limit yourself and tell yourself you don't deserve good quality in one area, you're going to have that mindset in every other area. It's just that simple, right? So you have to break free of that mindset. It does not mean that you're vain. It does not mean that you idolize nice things. No, because God understands your heart. God knows the ways of man. God knows your motives behind everything. God also understands that, okay, I'm teaching my child value. I'm teaching my sons and daughters value. Esther knew her worth. Esther had value. Daniel knew his worth. Daniel had value. Joseph knew his worth. Joseph had value. David knew his worth. David had value. Solomon knew his worth. Solomon had value. You have to understand that when it comes to your anointing, you have value. Okay? You are not meant to be treated like the gum on the bottom of someone's shoe, to be picked off and flicked in a corner somewhere. You deserve the best of the best. It's just that simple. It does not mean that you're vain. It does not mean that you're greedy. It's like whenever you see a Christian person or someone that has that relationship with God, whenever you see them, you know, taking care of themselves, people tend to try to make them feel bad for taking care of themselves, make them feel bad for liking quality, for liking value. You know, a lot of people, what they don't understand is when you buy nice things, the quality is so good, it lasts long. When you buy something that's not of good quality, you have to keep rebuying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, which actually ends up costing more than if you would have bought that thing that was more valuable and had more quality from the very beginning. You would still have it. You would still have it because the quality is meant to last. That's why it costs more, right? So I had this prophetic dream, and in this prophetic dream, I was with someone and we were shopping. And when we went to this particular store, it's like I was comfortable buying something for myself because that in the dream God told me, hey, buy something for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to buy something for yourself. You worked hard, etc., right? So I decided to give myself a gift. And in the store, I was telling the person, oh, my birthday is in a month, which is true. My birthday is in a month. But I was telling the person this in the store, my birthday is in a month, and you know, I was told to buy this for myself and take care of myself, whatever. So God was letting me know it's okay for me to buy myself a gift, and I did. And I had no problems doing it either, because I love when God tells me to take care of myself and to buy myself something. I don't do it all the time, But whenever he says, okay, Stephanie, it's time to treat yourself, he will show me what he wants me to buy. He'll show me the store to go to, and he will show me how much my budget is. Like, he literally will show me all that. And that's what comes with having a relationship with God. You can't limit him. Like, he will show you these things via vision. Okay, so in the dream, I was with someone and she got a paycheck. God blessed her, but she's never had anything like high end or quality before. So it was almost like she was scared to go in the store and buy, because she was kind of like, you know, she was basically like, it's not that she didn't want it, her heart desired it, and God was honoring what her heart desired. God was blessing her. But it's like almost like because she never had it before, it's like she wasn't used to it, and she felt a certain type of way even going into the store. She felt like she didn't belong there. I'm like, you got to step out of that mentality. You belong everywhere that has quality. Do not limit yourself. Do not tell yourself you can't even step in a store like this. I used to have that mentality back in the day. And I snapped out of it. You know what I mean? And, you know, I was talking to her and whatever. We went into the store, and we went to the store. I went into this dream. I went from that dream to another dream, and then God was showing me in a personal dream for myself. He was showing me what shoes he wanted me to buy, what bag he wanted me to buy. So I woke up from that dream and ended up back into the other dream, back to where I left off with her. And I was like, whoa, I just had a dream within a dream. This is crazy. And God is telling me exactly what I want him to buy. So I was talking to the sales rep, and it's like me and the sales rep, we knew each other. And I was telling him, God gave me a dream of the shoes he wanted me to buy. And he's like, yes, I have them. And then the sales rep started prophesying. So he was a whole prophet. And then the girl was shocked. Like, I didn't know God had prophets in stores. I'm like, you really think God is not going to have a prophet in a nice store like this? Why would you even think that God would limit himself like that? So I had to do you see where I'm going with this? I had to show her, listen, God has his prophets everywhere. You'll find one of God's prophets in maybe one of the best hotels in the country or in the world. You may find God's prophet in one of the best, maybe in Tiffany & Co. You can't limit where God puts his people. So I was showing her, look how this man here is a prophet. He's prophesying. He was literally prophesying to us. Yeah, I spoke to God last night too. Here's what God said. And he was literally going in on what God was telling him, but he was also using his gift of anointing while being in this industry of fashion. He was using the gift of the anointing while being in this industry of fashion. So the type of anointing he had, it's like he knew how to put pieces together and it's like, man, it's like, I can't explain it, but he knew how to put certain clothing together to when people look at you, they're like, woo, he just had a gift. He was anointed for putting certain clothing pieces together. And I was trying to show her, look how God has his children being anointed in many areas. You can still prophesy, but you can still have an anointing and use your anointing in whatever it is that you love. Whether it's fashion, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's hairstyling, whether it's, architect, whether it's construction, whether it's building, whatever you're doing. Right? I'm like, the problem is people limit God and they put themselves under a curse when they limit him, because then they limit themselves, right? And they hold themselves back from fulfilling things to their highest potential. And then they stay stuck in these generational curse and these mindsets of scarcity mindset, poverty mindset, all of that, right? So he was prophesying to us and he was picking out some pieces for her and picking out some pieces for me. But when I woke up from that dream, I chuckled because I'm like, I chuckled because I'm like, okay, God, now I know where you're sending me for my birthday, right? But it was nice that I was able to share this with someone else. And right away, I knew this was a word for someone, because God is going to bless you with some extra money, whoever you are. And when God tells you, hey, I need you to buy this and buy that, because that's what he did with this woman in a dream. She was scared to go into that store. When God tells you to get something for yourself, it's because you deserve it. It's because you deserve it, and he will show you. It's going to be one of those things where you may even try to pretend like you never heard him because you feel unworthy, and he's consistently rubbing it in your face and telling you, no, I need you to buy these shoes. I need you to buy these bags because it's going to come in handy. It's not that you need it. It's not that you're vain. No, God is showing you quality. He is teaching you quality. He is showing you, hey, you may have an opportunity that's coming up that I'm going to present to you, and I need you to have something you can pull out your closet and wear. You get what I'm saying? You may have an interview with a very well-known person, and you may be in a environment full of people who are all dressed up top tier. I need you to have something you can put on when it's time for you to put on. Don't feel bad when God is trying to take you from one level to a next level, because when you go from one level to a next level, your mindset's going to change. How you view certain things, whether it's food, whether it's clothes, whether it's whatever it is, everything in your life, the quality is going to go up in every area. When it comes to your relationship, when it comes to the friends that you have, when it comes to the environments you're around, when it comes, everything is going to go up quality wise. Okay, value wise. You have to understand that. And you cannot dim your light and, dumb yourself down. I'm sorry to say it like that, but I have to keep it real, to try to make other people feel comfortable. Because there's a lot of people that will sit there and say, oh, you can tell that person doesn't have God, oh, because they have on these types of shoes, or they have this belt, or because they have this bag, there's no way God is with them. Okay, so people are basing the relationship someone else has with God based on the external, based on what they're wearing. They may just have very good fashion sense. They may just have quality. They may just like quality things. It does not mean they're vain. That may have been their reward, that God said, hey, you work so hard, go buy this for your birthday, or go buy this for that. God may have just rewarded them because they worked hard for 6 months straight, didn't buy anything for themselves. They were budgeting these 6 months. They saved every penny for 6 months. They even invested their money for 6 months, and they made, God bless them with extra money and said, go get this for yourself. But you wouldn't know that because you're too busy judging them. You see what I'm saying? So here's the thing, like some people, because they have this mindset and they're not breaking free from this mindset, it's almost like they're going to try to keep you in that mindset and keep you stuck in that mindset. You have, even if you don't have anything right now, you have to understand and you have to tell yourself that you deserve more. That you're allowed to have more, that you're allowed to receive value in your life. You're allowed to receive quality in your life in every single area. It don't matter. It doesn't have to be materialistic things. Any area you deserve quality. Once you limit yourself and limit the amount of quality and value you receive in one area, you're going to have that mentality and you're going to start limiting yourself in other areas. Know your worth as a true child of God and never limit yourself. Okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.